Good morning, park runners. Sat in the car. It's the last park run of 2024. It's still dark and misty outside as well. I'm heading over the Pennines to do Stamford Park Parkrun, so we'll set off now and catch up for the last mile of the journey. So this is the car park I parked in. There's actually plenty, even though there's cars in here, there's plenty of spaces in. It's pay and display car park, depending what time you get here. So I paid for 2 hours just to be on the safe side, because it's gone 8 o'clock because I'm barcode scanning today, so just in case I'm a bit late to finishing. And I go to the cafe, and it's on the near the junction of Mellor Road and Daunton Road. And to get to the park from here, I'm just going to walk back down to the traffic lights and then go left. So there are some toilets here on the other side of the road, but as you can see they are closed. There's no way they're going to be open. So as I walk down from the car park to the traffic lights, turn left and there's a lake here. And as you get to the other side of the lake, see there's a sign saying to the start and this way, and another sign there as well. As I walked up the path to the start, there's also this big car park as well. So where that lake is that you've probably seen on the video, there's a car park either side, and both the pay and display, I can see the machines. Well, this is the start line just here. And they've actually got a course map as well. So some stats about the park run. We're at Stamford Park Parkrun, and it's the 28th of December 2024, last park run of 2024. And today here it's event 416. First event was 2nd of May 2015, and they had 142 finishers. The average 102 finishers. Last park run was 105, that was Christmas Day. The last Saturday park run there were 98, and the average finish time is 30 minutes 14 seconds. Record attendance 217, that was event 239, 18th of January 2020. Lowest attendance was 29, that was event 42 on the 13th of February 2016. We've also had quite a few around 31, 32 finishers as well. Male record is 15:26, female record 17 minutes 12. My stats, 361st park run and 207th location, another new location for me today. Postcode SK151NH. That brought me close to the on the main road where the this lake is in the park, and like I said, there's a car park on either side of it. Café, it says the Highfield Pavilion. I need to find where that is. It's a toilets over the road at the top of Stamford Park, so again I just need to go up and find those as well. Course comprises a short run out and then 2 laps and then a short run back, and it's done in a clockwise direction. Finishes around 50 metres away. You can see they just set up the finish funnel here. So it's 20 to 9, and because of Christmas Day and the fog and the cafe closed, tokens have been sorted at this late stage this morning. The toilets and cafe, where we walked across where the lake was from the car park at the bottom of the park. If you cross the road, I'm told the cafe and toilets are on the other side of the road. Just the park runners walking down from where the finish area is to the start. It's only about 50 metres.
It's a brilliant run. I have to say, I love it. I've done a few runs. I came here just over a year ago and I stayed. I just love it. Any questions about the route?
Everybody, welcome to Stamford Parkrun. First of all, do we have any first timers here? Never done Parkrun before? Never done Stamford Parkrun before? Yay, whereabouts are you from?
Just Bolton.
Bolton, okay, anyone else? We don't have sole users of parks, so there will be people out and about. Please give way to them. The course, as usual, if you know the course, it's very, very muddy, it's very wet, it's very gravelly. I would say the big, the hazards are on that side of the lake.
We're just about to start. I've moved a little way back. I want to have a steady start for the last run of 2024, and this is a hilly park run as well. So we're off. It starts on tarmac path, and I would say it's maybe the flattest just here, maybe the slightest rise at this point just here, and this is just a little bit of an out section. So now it's probably flat just here, maybe the slightest incline up, but not much. See, we're just passing this as the finish funnel. We'll come in the same direction for the finish funnel. So we do this out section, 2 clockwise laps of the north end of the park, and then when you do your lap you come round from the right just there, you come along here, and after 2 laps you'll turn left where that not this guy just in front but the other one is, you just turn left there, go down there. Thank you. I'll cross on the path on the main road and then back into the park, up past the start and past the finish. So on tarmac pass, this bit's flat. We had the downhill section as we got to the lake, but we're going back uphill again now just here. It's not steep, just fairly longish. As we get towards the top of this bit of a hill, we're going to turn right here, now onto the trail section. It's sort of compacted stone. Got to be careful, it's a little bit slippy today on here after the rain that we've had. And as we get to the bottom, where to go just here. I could have probably gone on the left just there, but just got to across that muddy patch. Just using peripheral vision, I can see people cut the corner off there on the left. There's a bit of path. Must remember for the next lap round to go on that bit. So it's not totally flat, this section. I would say we're on a gradual incline upwards just here, not by much. Thank you. Just trying to see where we're going here. I can see runners going to the right. So through this gate back onto tarmac path, and then we seem to have got a, trying to look where the guy in front's going, a short steep section. It's quite steep just here, and then we're going left where this marshal is here. Not sure what to expect. Oh, steps. About 20 steps there, I think they were going up there, and we're still going uphill here. Back onto the trail section again now as well. So at this point we're still going just gradually uphill or upwards incline. Sort of varies, it's flattish then up a little bit. You can tell we're definitely still going up here. Like I said at the start, set off nice and steady. Last park run of the year, why not have an easier park run for once and not push too hard? So I still feel fine. I think I thought, see how the first lap goes and then maybe push a little bit on the second lap. As you probably see on the camera, we're still going up here. As we get to this bit, we've reached a little bit of the peak there. We're just 7 or 8 steps just down there, slightly down. Now we're going back up a little bit again, and again just going up here. It's not a steep climb, and it's not too bad a surface to run on today. I've got road trainers on. I probably should have put trail trainers on, but it's not too bad. I can still see it rising a little bit into the distance as well. Still going up. Looks like the out section on this lap, it's nearly all uphill most of the way, I think. Looks like the incline's getting just a little bit steeper just here as we go up here. Hoping this is the end of the first half of the loop now.
Thank you.
As we come around here, it's now, yeah, we've reached, looks like the high point there. It looks like it's flattening out now and starting to go back downhill as well. They did say that, the RD said it's a nice, once you've gone uphill, it's a nice long downhill back. Yeah, it feels good now, just letting your legs go a little bit down here after the hill, just give me a chance to get my breath back. Yeah, it feels really nice coming down here. Glad I took it a little bit easier on that first lap. Presumably this half is going to be the same as all the uphill that we've done. And again, we're on compacted stone at this point as well on the path, but it's nice to run on. You can certainly run with road shoes on, although trail might have been a little bit better today. The path's just flattened out a little bit here, but I feel like you're still going slightly downhill here. Two guys in front just starting to get away. The one on the right I was catching as we went up the hill, and the other guy just seemed to, I don't know if he started further back, but bit caught up. Looks like they're having a race between themselves now. I'm just going to maintain my pace and see what happens. A little bit steeper downhill section just here now as well on this bit. It's not too steep that you can't run down it, you can just let your legs go a little bit on this. It's nice, just the right sort of gradient. I think it's downhill all the way now, just until we get to the lake where we've completed the lap.
Thank you.
Bit of mud there, a bit tricky to run on that, but then that tiny bit of tarmac there, but back onto compacted stone. Still feeling fairly good, legs feel good. Took it nice and easy with knowing that there was a long gradual uphill on each lap, although the two guys in front seemed to have got away from me. But the one on the right, I seemed to catch him up as we went up the hills. He seemed to struggle with hills a bit more than me. See what happens on the next lap. So that's the lake there. Once we go here back onto the tarmac path.
Thank you.
And a downhill bit just here. It's just fairly steep, it's just to run down. You can see my pace has just picked up there. And that's it, that's the first lap done. That's where we joined the lake just there. So we're now starting the second lap. And next time when we come back past here, we'll turn left just here and do a loop of the bottom bit of the park to the finish. So we're back at the lowest point, we're going back uphill now. You can see we're at the level of the water there, it's almost across the path. So second lap, I know what to expect now. I know 50% of this is uphill to start with, apart from one tiny downhill bit, and then it's a lovely long downhill. So I'm just going to try and pick my pace up just a little bit, just having an enjoying run for the last run of 2024. So yeah, that's the first bit of the hill done. Definitely got a little bit close to this guy in front. And now we're doing just this little downhill section just here. Just got to take a bit of care on it. It could be a little bit slippy. And on this corner, as you can see, the guys in front did the left across here, so I'm going to go this way. Everyone on the first lap seemed to go this way, or most people did. Sort of feel like I've cheated a bit. I've caught him up there a little bit. So now it's a long, this is just, I would call it flat, but it's a gradual incline up this. I know once we get up here it's not too far, we've got the really steep section to do. In fact we're here now, so I'll see how this guy does. Now I've caught him up, he seemed to struggle on hills. And if he's struggling on here, I'll make an effort to get past him. So this bit's really steep, just short. You probably tell by the guy in front running style how steep it is. And when we go left here, there's steps. Yeah, I do feel like I've just slowed down, as if he's finding it hard just here. So once the path widens up a bit up here, I'll see what he's like having gone up that hill and just make an effort to pass him. Yeah, his pace seems to have remained a bit slow, so I'm going to try and get past him now. and see if I can push on and just make a gap. And I can see the guy in front as well now, so at least I can see where I need to go, although I think I can remember it from the first lap. It's all gradual uphill this as well, just varying angles of steepness, nothing too steep. But the good thing is on this one, I know that once we get to the top, it's a long downhill then. Probably a good 1.5 kilometres downhill then, before we get to the main road, and then the last uphill section back to the finish. I feel quite good at this pace. I just picked it up a little bit when I passed that guy, and I feel like I can't hear him behind me now. I think I've opened up quite a bit of a gap. I seem to be getting a little bit closer to this guy in front as well, going up here. But he was faster going downhill section, so I expect once we get to the highest point, he's going to get away from me. I find the uphill sections easier than the downhill. Still feeling pretty good at this point. Legs feel okay, breathing's okay. Just trying to maintain a steady rhythm going up here. Recognise these pylon wires now in the air. We're almost at the highest point now. Yeah, I can see the arrow just here. I've got a little bit closer again to this guy in front coming up this hill. Just see if I can close that gap down as we get around this corner and start the downhill section.
Thank you.
So we've reached the highest point. This little bit was flat, but we're now starting to go gradually downhill. It's that sort of incline where it's nice. You can feel like you can run down here and pick your pace up quite a bit. And then a little bit steeper just here. It varies in the angles. Oh, have to be careful there. I thought the dog was going to come across in front and trip me over.
Thank you, well done.
Getting a little bit close to this guy in front, but he looks a lot younger and seems to have a really easy style. Looks like he could pick his pace up if he wanted to and sprint off into the distance. But I'll see what I can do. With it being downhill, it's nice. Breathing's come back to normal. And I feel like I can just keep going at this pace, just slowly getting closer to him. But like I said, with his running style, he looks like one of those that if I get close to him, he's just going to pick his pace up a little bit. Maybe he doesn't know I'm just behind him. Just having a quick look back there to see if that guy that I passed was anywhere, but I can't see anyone behind me at all. I must have struggled up the hill. It's a little bit steep. I just need to take a bit of care on this. It is just a little bit slippy just here. Is that someone that went wrong? Or just someone running with a running buggy? Yeah, as you can see now, I'm visually a lot closer to this guy in front. It's not too far to go now until we get to the end of the second lap. See the lake just on the right, very close to the end now. And once we get round here and we've done 2 laps, we take a left turn and then we do an anti-clockwise loop of the lake at the bottom of the park. I'm going to try and let my legs go down here a bit. I'm moving over to the left this time so my feet don't end up on those stones that stick up across the path. Just let my legs go and get a bit closer to him. And at this point, what I'm thinking, he's just looked round, he's realised I'm quite close to him now. He seems to have a very relaxed style of running though, as if he could easily, like I said, easily pick up his pace.
Thank you.
So we take this left turn here, we're now going to go down here to the main road. We then go along the footpath on the side of the road, just maybe for 30-40 metres, and then go back in to the park, past the start and to the finish. In my mind I'm thinking at this point, if I can just hang on to him, I can maybe put in a bit of a sprint finish. Let's see what happens as we get down here. Just happy to follow him at this point. It's very muddy on the left there, that's why we're both keeping to the right. Oh, he's gone left. I'm going to go up over there. We've both picked our pace up a bit just here. I'm struggling to keep this pace going with him now. I know there's not far to go, so I've sort of picked the pace up. I'm sort of getting out of breath now. Legs feel okay, but I'm out of breath. Yeah, I can see the main road. That seemed a long section down there for some strange reason, knowing we've got to run almost the same distance back up. So left turn here on the footpath on the side of the road. Got a little bit away from me, just see what happens when we turn left here, because it's uphill now more or less to the finish. We're turning back into the park just here. I'm starting to struggle a little bit now with the breathing. Legs feel okay, but the breathing's struggling. And like I said earlier, the guy in front, he just seems to, I think, youth, and he just seems to have picked his pace up a little bit, and he's pulling away from me, and there's nothing I can do. And I should have paid more attention when I walked from the car park up this path, how far it was as well. Trying to see if I can spot where the start line is, and once we get to where the start line is, it's probably only 50 to 100 metres to the finish, I think then. Yeah, that's the start line just there, so not far to go. No way I'm going to catch this guy up now, he's just coming up here, he's just pulled away. Just going to try and pick my pace up a little bit, knowing there's not far to go. Yeah, I thought the finish was here. It's a bit further than I thought, maybe 200-300 metres to the finish. Oh yeah, I can see them on the field there now, it's not too far to go. In fact, we're here, it came quicker than I expected. That's it, another park run done. Collect my token, P10 and 22:13. Very good. Yeah, thank you. 10th place. I'm not sure of my time yet.
Thank you.
Well done.
Top 20.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well done.
Morning.
Morning. Well done.
Thank you, you too.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
Well done.
Very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. There we go. 27. One of my favourite numbers. Just your barcode first. Sorry. Yeah. It might just need to be a bit larger, maybe. Yeah. So let's see. That's it. That's that one done.
Yeah, scan that.
Yeah. Scan that one then as well. Yeah. That's it, and then that one goes in there. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Morning, well done. That's that one done. P26.
Great, thank you.
Like this, you get nice low numbers, don't you?
Morning.
Morning. This one first. So it'll scan barcodes upside down. That's it, all done.
Cheers.
You okay?
That's that one.
Taken mine this morning.
And that one, all done, well done. Morning. That's it, all done.
Great. Thanks for volunteering.
Enjoy the rest of your day. You're welcome, thank you. As you come through the finish funnel, which is there, that's where you get your time, and then you just walk along here, and barcode scanning is here. So it seems like nobody was going to a coffee shop today, and the toilets seem to be closed today as well. Maybe it's just this time of year that they were closed. But obviously, if you come another week, just ask the volunteers about the coffee shop, and they'll point you in the direction of it. And obviously, if anyone else is going, you can follow them there as well. Review. Course starts on tarmac. It's a very undulating course. It has steps as well. And trail sections, but you have starts with a little out section on tarmac. You get to the lake and you go then in a clockwise direction for 2 laps, but the start of the lap is on tarmac going slightly uphill. You then get onto trail going down, then there was a little bit of a muddy section, and then it's hardcore stone compacted on the ground for most of the lap, undulating. You get back onto a tarmac section, which is then a short steep hill, and then some steps to go up, maybe 15 steps, something like that, and then back onto the trail section. You do 2 laps, and then when you get back to where you joined the loop around the top part of the park, instead of going back down where you started, you go around the other lake in a anti-clockwise direction now, and then you come to the main road. You run maybe 50 metres on the footpath along the main road, then come back into the park, and you're back on tarmac at this point as well, and then you come back up past the start, and then maybe another 50 metres to the finish. Lovely course, undulating, another good trail course with a bit of everything in it. I'm going to go down now and see where the cafe is and the toilets, just so I can film. I think they're closed today, but thank you for watching. Please click the subscribe button. Just means you get a notification when I release a new video from a park run that I've been to. So thanks for watching. That's a wrap.